wanted to show you all how I created these jean boots that everyone's been talking about. So I had already cut and de-stressed my jeans off camera, but it's very simple. You just want to cut it in the shape that you would like and make sure that you do keep the top of the jeans for later. So basically I just took an eyebrow razor or a straight razor, and I just kind of like cut into the slits of the jeans that I had previously cut. And then after you do that, you want to throw them in the washing machine so they can distress a lot more. I'm just showing you guys what I did. So I have these old stiletto heels that I've never ever worn. They're so cute, but I've never worn them, and I'm gonna turn them into boots. I'm gonna place my jeans over my legs, and I'm going to kind of position where I should place the hot glue on the shoe. All I really did was slide the jeans down onto the shoe. I didn't cut them yet besides de-stressing them, and I am just going over on the sides and hot gluing. Make sure that you don't see any of the shoe. I'm gonna cut a hole where the heel is supposed to go. And later on I found out, okay, I don't really like how that is, so I'm just gonna cut it straight back, or going down the back of the leg. But you do want to make sure that you cut it evenly. I'm gonna go ahead and press the seams, like press right into the seams so that it gives a nice clean cut or a nice clean edge. Because I do want my shoes to look as neat as possible, even though they are handmade. I've seen some really sloppy ones, but I don't do sloppy work, so yeah. You want to make sure that you take your time with this process, and it took me a while to do these because I wanted to make sure that they weren't sloppy since I am going to be wearing them. And then you just want to go ahead and cut the excess off of the shoes and make sure that you have a clean cut. And as you guys can see, it's a pretty clean cut. Now, I do not recommend scissors this big. I do recommend some sharper shears, but this was all that I had that was like laying around, so it's just gonna have to do. I'm just gonna cut a hole in the back of the pant leg, and I'm going to cut all the way up to the pant leg, making sure that it's straight as possible. And I'm trying on the shoe to make sure that I can adjust it how I want it to be adjusted, and I'm just basically tailoring it. And I had to take the shoe off and readjust, and take the shoe off and readjust multiple times just so I can make sure that, you know, I have enough leg room and it's not super tight or super loose. So what you see me doing here is I am hot gluing the sides, and I'm just placing a bead of hot glue there so that you don't see any of the rough edges and it's a nice smooth edge. And I'm going to place it on my foot again, and I'm going to make sure that the back is as tight as possible, and I'm gonna put a piece, well, not a piece, but a dab of glue right there. Make sure you don't burn yourself, because I did burn myself a lot. And you see me doing the same thing on the other side, just folding the material into itself so that it is as neat as possible. And it was so hard trying to film this because I did not want my body to be all up in the video. So I just went ahead and cut the excess off on one side of the jean so that it would look like this when it's on my leg. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the pants, the top part of the pants, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the part where the belt loops go to give the jeans a little bit more personality, if you will. I'm gonna cut that in half, like I'm gonna measure it, and I'm gonna cut it in half and kind of like place it onto the other side like that. And I'm gonna cut the excess off so that it's a clean finish. And I went ahead and glued the boot together. This was after I tried it on again, but I went ahead and glued the boot together. Just placed the seams, you know, together and glue it together. I'm pretty sure you guys can understand what I'm saying. And just glue any pieces that you need to glue to make sure that the boot is secure. How I button up the boot, all I did was sew a button right there where, you know, the belt loop hole was, and I just sewed a button right there so I can button up the boots, and I did the same thing on the other boot. So here is the final look, you guys. I hope you all enjoy it. Don't forget to check out my previous videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.